Hi, my name is Mark Herring. I'm going to show you how you can use ITSM Bridge to migrate workflow from one ServiceNow instance to another. Okay, so I should just explain what we have here. We've got two ServiceNow instances, one running on Jakarta and the second one running on Kingston. And what we're going to do is we're going to migrate the workflow that you see here from the Jakarta instance to the Kingston instance. So let's have a quick look at the properties for this particular workflow. Okay, so it's a service catalog request workflow. It runs on the request table and is set to always run the workflow. So every request that gets created should run this workflow. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a new request to trigger the workflow. So just going to select a hardware item and I'm going to choose something which is fairly pricey just to make sure that the approval kicks in. So we're going to choose an Apple Mac. Order now. Okay, so we can see that's request 1004, so just click on that to have a look at it. And look at the workflow. And we can see, so it's executed the workflow and it's currently stopped at the approval stage, waiting to be approved. Okay, so I'm going to switch to the ITSM Bridge software and just show you how we run the migration. The first thing we need to do is go up to here and select the migration template we want to use. So the first thing we would do is migrate the workflow definitions over using this template here. So I've actually run that already and run the workflow migration for the definitions. And then the second part is we need to actually migrate the requests and the workflow for the requests themselves. So that is the current project I've got open here. And you can see this includes the requests and all the related items. So request items and the approval details, all of the catalog tasks, recurring pricing, etc., etc. And then at the bottom here we have all of the workflow context relating to the requests that are being migrated. Okay, so when I'm ready, let's go to Project, Execute, enter any parameters that I want to include, click on Execute, and then that just starts the migration process running. Okay, so now we can see the migration is completed, so we can go back and check the results on the ServiceNow side. Okay, so I've now switched to my Kingston instance, which is the target instance for the migration. And looking at the requests on here, I'm just going to refresh this screen. And we can see we've got the new request number 4 created here. Just open that one up. And we're going to look at the workflow. And we can see it's paused at the same approval step as before. So now I'm going to switch back to the approvals and just approve this request. Go back to the workflow. And now if I just refresh this workflow again, we can see it now just completing through to completion. So you can see from the demonstration that we've just done that you can use ITSM Bridge to migrate the workflow and the workflow context between ServiceNow instances and then have the workflow continue from where it left off. So that completes the demonstration. If you need more information, you can see those contact details on the screen. So thanks for watching.